It is 107 days till the man burns, and today we're talking about burnout at Burning Man, something which one of you asked about in the comments. Hi Isaac. So we thought I'd do a video so that you can all get the answer and it's not hidden away in a comment section somewhere. But Burning Man can be quite an overwhelming environment. There's tons of people, there's so much to do and see, and there's so much social interaction that you don't really get in the real world. So it is quite easy to burn out. So even though a lot of people do experience burnout, and that's fine, there are ways to deal with it, it's much better if you can just avoid it in the first place. You'll hear it all the time, but no expectations. It's the best way to go into it. You might find that you're absolutely fine the whole time. You might find by day 3 you're burnt out and you need to just take that day to recover from everything. There's no real way to kind of plan for it because you've never experienced it before, so you don't know how you're going to react to it. So the best thing to do is just kind of go with it and see how it goes. If you start to feel a bit frazzled, take some time out, take some downtime. And if you're not, keep going. Do whatever feels right for you. Just pay attention to how your body's feeling, pay attention to how you're feeling mentally, and give your body and mind whatever it is that it needs to keep it nice and happy. One of the things you can do to make sure you are feeling good is to stay really hydrated and with electrolytes as well. If you're drinking tons of water, you need electrolytes to be able to actually absorb that water and for it to have effect. Make sure you're well fed. At Burning Man, you tend to not really feel as hungry or need quite as much food as you do back in the real world, but you still need to eat. And food gives you a lot of nutrients and vitamins and things which will help keep you going. So even if you find that you're really not hungry, make sure you are still eating food to keep your body going. And obviously rest. If you need to sleep. If you need to take a nap, if you just need some downtime, take what you need so that you are feeling good. The problem with sleep is you kind of get that fear of missing out. There's so much to do and see, and it's even worse if all your campmates are like, oh, we're going to go and do this really cool thing. And you're like, oh, I really want to do it, but I'm also exhausted and really need to get some sleep. Don't worry about that. Don't have this fear of missing out, because you will always be missing out on something. Even when you're doing something, you're missing out on doing something else. So if you need to take a nap, take a nap. If you need to skip that night to, get a good night's sleep, go for it. Don't worry about missing out. There is so much to do and see. It's like being a kid at Disney World. There's always going to be something else for you to do when you are feeling better. And you probably won't enjoy things that much if you are feeling very tired. When you wake up, there's going to be other stuff going on, other fun stuff, and probably your campmates are going to be like, oh, we need to sleep because we were out all night. And then they're missing out on the thing that you're doing. Don't worry about it. It's more enjoyable to do things when you are feeling good and you're rested. You're not going to have that much fun if you're just exhausted. Taking naps at Burning Man is great. One of the best times to take a nap is when it is super, super hot, because the hottest parts of the day, that's kind of when the whole of Burning Man chills out a little bit. There's still, tons of stuff going on if you want to be doing stuff. But everything's a little bit more chilled because, it's too hot to do super energetic things. But that doesn't mean it's the only time to nap. If there's something, that you really want to do that's in a few hours and you're feeling really, really tired, take a nap. And then when you wake up, you can go and do that thing and you'll feel more refreshed, you'll be able to enjoy it more. Burnout isn't always about needing sleep either. Sometimes you just need some downtime to really relax and process everything, especially if you're having sensory overload from all of the stuff going on. And there's plenty of great places to do that. Obviously your camp is a great place to do that. Heading out to the deep player so you can get kind of a really nice alone time that it takes you away from all the noise and bustle and everything. You can head out just to go and see the art. There's going to be plenty of pieces that aren't surrounded by huge crowds. The temple, even though the temple is quite busy, it's a place for quiet reflection. So it's kind of nice because you can go there and be quiet and reflect on things, and you're still surrounded by people. It's like being alone but not actually being alone. It's loads of people all being alone together, if that makes sense. There's also some great camps for just relaxing. Even though there's a lot of really, really busy theme camps, you'll find a lot that are just smaller. They have a much more laid back feel. They're not as bustly and busy. So have a look around, check out the guide, have a, wander around and just see what camps are around you that are more laid back and chilled out where you can go when you're just feeling like, oh, I just need like some quiet time, but I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be kind of in the thick of it. Some great camps for when you are feeling burnt out are the healing camps like Heebie-Jeebie Healers, Camp Mystic, places like that. They're kind of designed to be an environment that is very relaxed and soothing, and they do workshops and things like that as well. So keep an eye out for anything like that where you can go if you are feeling a bit bad. Don't feel any pressure to keep up with everyone else, a group you've met, your campmates, whatever. Like I said, there is tons to do and see and experience all of the time. So you're really not missing out on anything. And you know, if it's something like if your campmates they're drinking and partying every night and it's day 4 and you're like, oh, I can't face another night of drinking. You know, that's fine. Just say like, no, I can't drink tonight. I've been drinking for like a week straight and I need a night off because I just feel so hungover in the day. Like my body can't take it. There's no need to try and keep up with the people around you. It's totally fine to just, you know, take some time off if you need, or skip doing that thing because you can't do that. There's really no need to try and keep up with the people around you. Take the time you need to keep yourself feeling good. And as always, the biggest thing is to just not worry too much, just relax. Even if you end up burning out by day 3, no problem, just sleep, eat, drink, do whatever it is you need to get yourself feeling great so that you can get back out there and carry on having fun. So I hope this was helpful, guys. If any of the rest of you have any tips for how to avoid burning out at Burning Man, let us know in the comments section below. And as always, if you see me at Burning Man this year, feel free to come and say hi to me.